Darkness has risen up for this a very special video because it not a kill count. Welcome to my first ever video. Welcome. I for 750. I'm actually going to do the top 10, top 15 disturbing deaths in horror movies. What is disturbing? Disturbing is something that is so fucked up. It's a really messed up. Will I cover these movies? Yes, but uh, but I will actually cover these movies on a separate list. I will cover these movies if they do have a prequel. Let's begin. These are my top 15 disturbing horror movies. And these are my thoughts, but I got them on a website. Let's begin. Number 15. Child Murder, Doctor Sleep. Honestly, everybody know about The Shining and the sequel, Doctor Sleep. The Shunting is about these vampires kidnap a child and torture them to death. The Shunting is actually where people die. In this scene, they impile violence and focus on the image of a young boy agonizing in pain, or still enough to disturb a viewer and adult actors in the scene and point Phil and discuss how hard. Honestly, the way they murder, they torture him and suck his soul out. They're energy vampires. Number 14, Annie. It follows. They actually create they follows, but honestly, it follows is about STD, but a supernatural one that follows a group, a isolated death. Honestly, Annie actually got this death after having sex, and she actually is walking, and Annie is freeing from an invisible creature. Only she can see because, frankly, it, because after they have sex, they had to the creature. You can't see the creature. They only can see it because they had to have sex with multiple people and pass on the curse. But honestly, Annie disappeared in the beach, and when we found her, it cut in of her on the beach with her mutilated corpse and her leg bent up far enough to snap. Honestly, this is actually a nightmarish image broken. Number 13, Liz Wolf Creek. Honestly, everybody knows Wolf Creek is actually based on one of the murders, but Mick Taylor is so violent and psychological tense. Honestly, this Mick actually severed Liz's spinal cord after removing her fingers and leave her paralyzed and helpless, fully aware of her impending death. Honestly, this Wolf Creek did show Liz itself. Honestly, this Australian horror movie is actually basically based on the murders, but they not allowed to show the movie during the mur- the murder. Number 12, Georgie, It Chapter 1. Everybody is so disturbing when a child is murdered. Everybody knows that we never see it in the TV series, but we actually see it in this horror movie. Remember Georgie death in it and Cut to Black. This time, Bill Skarsgård Pennywise, it he reached for his hand and Pennywise bit his arm off and he bleed. Then he got dragged under the sewer. And honestly, he crawled away and he got dragged into the sewer. Anxiety and surrounded and honestly. Number 11, Billy Drayton and the others. The Miss. Mm, Mommy, don't kill Daddy. Ah, I'm sorry. Uh, this is the most disturbing and fuck up scene in all of horror movie history. I actually did not watch The Mist yet, but the Mist is fuck up as hell. The infamous ending where David Dayton actually killed his son and the four companions and tried to unalive himself, but it turned out the U.S. Army actually rescued the Chargers. He mercy kills everybody, and he horrifying reaction is image that stuck with the viewers to the end. Even the spiness was more disturbing than the spiness was. If you think the spiness is somebody's gun was disturbing in the mist, this is more disturbing. The elders, Midsummer. Oh, fuck me. Why? Why? Guys, everybody know about Midsummer and how Midsummer, um, after the Mur suicide, Mur unalive and then human sacrifice, and the end of the Agra Elder honestly become the iconic scene when two jump willingly to their death. Honestly, one of the elders survive and finish her off and use a hammer to mimic their pain. This is so gruesome. Even the freaking it look so gruesome. Nash the Hitcher. Honestly, if anybody hike, John Ryder will catch your Nash, and use her in a standoff with the police, and hold her hostage with two vehicles and one engine. And honestly, she got Ryder actually accelerate the vehicle and honestly, Nash got tore apart by two vehicles. It was, and it got disliked by critics by this gruesome and grotesque death. Honestly, oh my god. Casey Becker Scream. Everybody know about Casey Becker's Scream. The one that actually, the original face of Scream that actually died. She actually got killed by Ghostface, but what is actually disturbing is actually when she got killed, she got disemboweled, and her corpse was actually found by her parents, and start to finish, and this movie is beloved. It's so disturbing. I actually love this movie. Kane, Alien. Fun fact about Alien: this disturbing scene is where a chest burster bursts out of the chest and shock the his fellow crewmates, cast crewmates. But honestly, to tell you the truth, only the actor that actually played him actually did it. If you guys actually see Alien, the 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 castmates actually did see the freaking see it did not see the script until the it was actually a freaking it was actually the chest burster is one of the most terrifying monster that bursts a monster bursts out of your chest is the most awful death. Enneagram number 6, Enneagram Hereditary. Ooh, her death is dark. Not like her husband's. She got possessed by payment and she got decapitated by a piano wire and her. And this is a set piece for all Cubs. It was created by the same director of Beau is Afraid and freaking Midsummer. Neil Howley, Wickerman. I am not going to explain why. The Wicker Man is actually a cult classic, and everybody knows the ending of why Neil Howley actually died. He wanted to save the girl, but the girl is actually a member of the cult. He got captured, dragged into the Wicker Man, and lit on fire. And they got performed into the ritual and how we just die and terrorize. And this is a surreal and horrifying scene. Frank Cotton, Hellraiser. Jesus wept. Honestly, to tell you the truth, this was actually a freaking improv by the actor of Frank Cotton. But honestly, Frank Conte was a villain, and he was out upstaged by the villains, and his he actually got restrained by him by hooks, and he actually was torn apart by the Cenobites. It was the disturbing death. Amy Mangan missing. This is honestly this is the most disturbing. If you actually know about 13 and if you actually know about two other films with drugs and other age Whoopi, you guys will not like this movie. Josh kidnapped Amy in Megan's admission final act as subject of her torture. He disposed of her by forcing her Megan barrel because to tell you the truth, Megan is dead the whole time. Sorry, I spoil it. And Barry, Amy's fate is never shown on screen. Instead, Megan is missing. Left the audience contempt her horrible final days. Number 2, Ashley and Lynn from Destination Free. This is why I don't want to get in a tan bed. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Death, the Grim Reaper in this fucking horror movie is a fucking bad choice. Death actually did this to these girls. The tan bed malfunctioned after a cop roasted the girls to death and was agonizing. Fun fact, some people get a melatonin skin disease, and this is the best sequel because it got some worst characters in it, and some of the worst characters actually appear as best characters in Wrong Turn Free. Number 1, Timothy Young, Saw 3. Honestly, oh my god, this is fucking the fucking why? I hate this. I I love I love Saw, but the rack does get the wire bear trap, but I hate the rack. The rack is the most terrifying and notorious trap. I hate this fucking trap. Timothy Young is a drunk driver who killed the protagonist, David Dutton's child. Had taken a bullet to free Young, but he actually twists every part of the body. But I will not watch it. I will watch it again, but to see that bastard get his comeuppance, I hated him. He actually killed David Dutton's child. I actually want to see Timothy Young get his comeuppance. Honestly, I am not joking. You guys have amazing day, and I will do the top gruesome deaths in anime. Have a good day. Bye.